Hello, happy people. Thank you for joining us. Let's do a quick recap, and here's some of what we found. Here we go. Crow. What we found today on Crow is we're looking for a breakout above that white parabolic, and it's just happening basically now. Okay, Crow has an interesting overlap with this target up to 29 cents. So we're looking for Crow to hit some very high numbers as a potential target. That's overlapping the sword cut. And so target number one is overlapping the sword cut, and I think that's awesome. The safer entry we've been talking about for a while to enter is when we're above that area. By the way, we recently had the breakout from the previous resistance, which was around 0.05 cents, and we knew we were going to the next resistance target from there. And that's happened. But I don't want to really be in this trade longer term until we can fully clear this area. And it looks like we're starting to clear the area now. Okay, now we have a strong foundation area on Crow. We talked about that. So therefore, this breakout that's happening now is a big deal. Okay, if you want further safety and you want to be confirmed, wait for the next 10 hours and 32 minutes for the next daily chart, or the next day, and I think it's going to be 1 day and I think it's one more hour for the weekly chart to end. That's going to be Sunday night Eastern Standard Time. And wait for that to happen, okay? And the percentages up to that target are around 325%. Amazing. If we can break out to there, now clear lanes for price to actually try to attempt to get that high. Now, there'll be some more resistance along the way, but that's primarily the target. So I believe we'll eventually get there. All right, now the next things we talked about was for EGLD, where EGLD is still in this downtrend, but if it does have the breakout, it needs to clear 39 cents, $39.07 for today. That's the prices we need to break out. And then we're most likely going to hit target number one around 5%. But that is not the case. There's no breakout. The current breakout, if you're taking your notes, is Crow, C-R-O. Okay, not EGLD, not yet. Okay, wait for EGLD to break out, and then you'll be able to get there. Okay. And then we looked at Adam. We were looking to see if Adam had a belly button, and then we turned the discussion over from biblical Adam to the crypto Adam. And we are looking at this area here primarily because of the round action. We are focusing on that area. If we have a breakout today, it's basically happening in this week. Now, this is a weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart, 1 week. So therefore, we need to finish this week off, and it's 1 day and 11 hours. 1 day, 11 hours. If Adam is able to break up into the area, we can hit target number one. We're looking around 100%. I think there's some cryptos that are better, but it would be nice for it to close. I like a close that's more clear above the resistance, but get it, and you might be safer to take this trade. Okay, it might be safer to take the trade. Also look, if price is breaking below this white flat down here, you'll look to see lower prices still within the trend. Okay, I don't want to just spike up today and then come right back down to the resistance. That happens sometimes with certain cryptos. That's why I want the candle to close clearly. And for this one, this is a weekly chart, so I want the weekly bar to close higher above it. Okay, after that, I don't care if it pulls back. I just want to crack that line on the weekly chart. Okay, and sword cut is really hot as well, around 23 cents, and that means that it's untouched. It's a virgin line. If it hits it, it's like touching a hot plate. It can burn you. You can reject price clearly. It's been untouched. Okay, see my comments up there. Gala's our big trade that we're looking at with resistance around 0.027 cents. So we're looking around 0.027 cents our next resistance, and from there's going to be a major behavior up. I believe that's going to be up to these three targets here in magenta, teal color. Okay, I believe we're going to get there. Within the flow, there's been a big change in behavior, and that's the white line. So this white line that we are drawing, connecting these structures together, has been broken, but there's another resistance that's in blue, and that's that resistance that we see at 0.027 right now. Later on in time, it'll go lower and lower, but if it's this week, then that's the price. Okay. See this episode for full analysis and information. The percentage is around 696%. I think Gala is in a fantastic percentage if it can get from current prices up to there. But we're going to break it into two different behaviors. One, a behavior above there. Otherwise, I'm going to just take profit at 0.027. And then we'll get back in if it can clear that area. And I'll take it up to that major target. We are looking at this on the hourly chart, these are my comments for this. I'm looking at this on the hourly chart, and on the hourly chart, we did have an entry. We did have an entry this past week. Where was the picture for that? Because I didn't include a picture on there. But I got in at Gala, and right now price is basically where we're at. So it hasn't really moved yet. It went back to sword cut and then broke above as expected, because we're no longer expecting resistance because the resistance has been cracked. XRP, we spoke about price hitting the top of this green line, and then we spoke about it intercepting the target number 2, as well as this blue resistance that's flowing down. So those intercept around 68 cents. So I'm looking for price to hit around 68 cents, but at 68 cents or currently, as we're hitting this line, I'm slightly expecting us a pullback to this multi-touch support line. Okay, this multi-touch flat, as we call it in the flat family class, 0.56 cents. It's very possible you may see prices fall back 56, 55 cents XRP. If you see that, I'm going to be very excited because I want to do that. And I explained how if you see price pull back, sometimes a fist, it pulls back before it has a lot of power. If it pulls back in certain areas, that's a big deal. In some ways, we did have a small pullback, but because this is a range, I would argue that it's just pushing through, and therefore we need a larger pullback, and we may get it. If you see XRP fall to 55 cents, I'm looking for it to hit some high numbers after that. It should hit 68, but you may see it also stretch and reach 68 first and then pull back, and then from there XRP can hit its real targets. And I think XRP is going to hit some good targets. So we have 74 cents to 76 cents. And then we have also within its own structures, I have $3.78 and $3.78 and $1.36 area. So those two areas is where we have major resistance. So XRP has some clear lanes and sailing, but ahead of those resistances, but just not yet. Not yet. There's still a lot of congestion. Clear 68 and you're almost clear sailing ahead. 68 is your key number. Okay. We also looked at ADA. ADA, we're basically looking to get above this parabolic, and it's starting to happen. This is the exact parabolic right here with all the verifications. We're waiting to get above that area, and it's starting to happen right now, but I would like to clear it first. If we can clear it more clearly, then we'll take the trade up to 80 cents, and that's about 156% on your return. So take your pick. There's a lot that are ready to break out. ADA is ready to break out. XRP already had its first of its move, and then there may be another entry around 68 cents or 55. But ADA is looking to have its resistance breakout possibly now around the 31 cent area. But it needs to clear this on the weekly chart. So that means you got another day and 11 hours to go from the time of this recording right now. Okay, so watch that. Turn on your timer. Here's how it would look. By the way, if you get below the blue flat, you're looking to see lower prices. But price has to make a decision and pop up one way or the other. It's just playing within that little channel. So that was ADA for you guys who may have missed it. And then US True, we're looking for a breakout above here, but we're not close yet, so it's not really so much on my radar. Okay. But those are my comments for True. Okay. When we look at Empire had a breakout on the smaller time frames, and it would look like something like that, which we drew, but it's just at its normal resistance. There's no real change in behavior. I know it's been entered prophetically and spoke about prophetically from a lot of different people, but I would say when we break about the yellow parabolic, that's when you're going to see it really move. Until then, we don't have any data that says it's going to go above. If it breaks below 0.0003, that's 303, then you're going to see lower prices. But if we can crack that yellow parabolic, then you can actually have a chance to go. And currently, right now, that's around 0.0008. If it can crack above 0.008, especially if it sits on top, then I don't mind taking the trade up to 0.005. And that would be nice. Okay? I don't mind taking that trade. In addition to all of this, Empire's overlapping target overlaps a flat multi-touch around 0.007. 0.005 to 0.007 would probably be the more ideal target area for you to take profit in the beginning. Okay, so it may do really well. In addition, we have ALGO. ALGO has a strong parabolic, but it's in the downtrend as well. So you don't want to trade this until you get above 0.012 cents this week. Otherwise, it's just keep going down and down. You need to have a change in behavior. It also has overlap directly on the sword cut at $1.18 area, which is approximately 925%. That's insane. That's going to be some high trades. If you guys see Algorand break above that yellow parabolic, somebody call me up. Somebody shoot me an email. Hey, Jason, look at Algorand. It's breaking above. But right now, we don't have it. We were expecting it to hit that flat in the green. Yeah, it hit that. But now the trading range is just a really tiny little, just between the yellow and the green. I don't want to touch this. Not until it's had a change of behavior. It's got some things to overcome, but it has massive potential. All right. Those are the cryptos we covered today. Everything in this video is never financial investment or trading advice of any kind. Everything's just for entertainment, educational, comedic purposes only. Bear in mind, I eat red crayons for breakfast, and so should you. This is never medical or financial or nutritional advice of any kind. Never trade more than you can afford to lose, and especially be aware against high leverage trading. All right, so our website's on the bottom if you guys seen this clip on YouTube. I want you guys to join. If you guys are supporting us, we sure do appreciate your like and your subscribes and your comments.